Daddy like?
Can we get even faster blasting speeds with the used Harbor Freight Sandblaster? I don't know, maybe. We're gonna try. We're gonna use these to do it. This is a lighting upgrade so that we can see better and blast faster. We'll see how those work, and there's a little something trick about them that I'll show you in a second. This is a brand new blasting gun to replace our old worn out one that's definitely slowing us down. Just never mind, don't pay any attention to that, we're on a budget. Let's rip this stuff open right away and get going at it here and see if we can improve our blasting speeds with better light and better gun. There's links down in the video description for the lights and the gun so that, ooh, got extra tips. So that way, if they turn out to be good purchases for me, then they'll probably be good purchases for you. Maybe, I don't know. It depends. I'm not your daddy. I don't know what you're doing. They are magnetic. They got magnetic bases. So that way, ooh, that's pretty pretty. Ooh, multi-setting. Oh, I bet we can do all kinds of stuff with these. Oh, there's a light on the end. I didn't even know that. Red? We got red? And we got flashing red? We're ready for night ops. Anyways, now that I can't see anything, the whole point of these, and they're real cheap by the way too. I think they're close to somewhere around 10-ish simoleons a piece. Not much. The whole point is so that we can stick these wherever we want inside the blast cabinet, and we can angle them. We can put them even upside down, whatever we want. Oh, nice. They got a... Wait, did I just break that? I didn't just break this, did I? Oh, okay, I get it. Look at that. You can even Lieutenant J dangle them. I didn't know that. The charging option is USB. It came with a cord for each one. We'll look at and test out the new blasting gun in a second. I like that they're rechargeable because you don't have to spend money on batteries. They came charged. Who knows if it's a full charge or not. This is not laboratory conditions, but let's turn on the stock light in this cabinet and see how much we can see. Now keep in mind that this is an older Harbor Freight Sandblaster, or blast cabinet, whichever you prefer. I bought it used from somebody, and I don't know how old it is exactly or how old the bulb is. And another thing is that the light does have a cover on it. It's one of these. The guy had a pile of them that he gave me with the cabinet. The one that's on the light right now, it has been etched by the blast media blasting around in the cabinet. So, I mean, that is going to reduce how much light is actually coming through and into the cabinet because it's not clear like this. And I think we should just leave it like that and turn on our new magnetic lights and do a comparison, because even if we put a new one of these on, the factory light, it just gets etched in, you know, pretty much the first time you use the blast cabinet, it starts getting all chewed up. And if you're not Stretch Armstrong, it's a pain to stick your arm in there and swap them out all the time. So let's turn the factory light off. And then, I don't know how all the settings work on these lights yet, but let's just click it once. Now that's a lot brighter. It's not covering the whole area, but we can angle it because we're on magnets. All right, I figured out the function now. So they don't twist this way, but they can open and close that way. And then you got your magnet here, then you got the hook, and then you got the charging port. And the only button is, why does that say tear up invalid or tear up invalid? Do they want you to take that off? You know what? I am an adult, but I have no clue what that means. Put that in the comments if you know. So one click, Okay, that's full brightness. And then we dim, and then we dim, or well, now we're off. So it's, okay, so we got 2 brightness settings, and then it switches to that. So you got bright, dim, and then you got that, and then off. And then I think you hold, yeah, you hold for solid red, and then you hold again. I'm holding. Well, here, I'll let go. Okay, you just hold for a little bit and let go. What happens if we just click it once? No, then it's all off. With the lights spaced out like that, that's way brighter. That's way better. And in just a second here, we are going to test out that gun, and we're going to do some blasting with the new gun and the lights combined and see what happens. We don't even know if the new gun's going to be any good or not yet. All right, I want to try something. Our new magnetic lights are turned off. I'm going to close this door to simulate a real blasting environment. And I'm going to look through here with the stock light on. And that's how much light that we have to work with and see what we're doing. And I do have replaceable covers for this as well. Covers or tear-offs, whatever you want to call them. But I didn't replace that cover either for this test because this simulates more just my everyday blasting situation. Because I don't like switching them out all the time. Yeah, when you switch it out, you can see better, but you know, it's a pain to do it all the time. A lot of times I just want to put something, especially if it's a quick blast I gotta do. I'm not gonna change that out every time. All right, turn out the factory light, and now it's just our new lights. It looks to me more of a daylight type light instead of having a yellow tint to it. One more thing I want to try with these lights. So now we've got the factory or stock light turned on, and then our 2 magnetic lights. And I mean, you can tell it comes on. It does make a difference having all 3 of them together. But here's the real beauty of it that we're going to put into practice real soon here when we hook our new gun up and start blasting. And this is the real reason why I'm trying out magnetic lights. It's because you can stick them wherever you want. That's not going to tip over unless you really push it. I mean, it's not stuck on there like some, crazy magnet that NASA probably has hidden away somewhere. But that's because we're on this grate, or this separated metal. But, I mean, we can put these wherever we want. So you can move them around and put them on any side of whatever it is that you're blasting. Or get a light directly onto a specific spot. Could even do this. Whatever your little imagination can come up with. I just figured out that having the light like that is a lot better than having it like this. Watch, it'll seem brighter when I put it like that. Looks like it to me anyways, it just looks a lot brighter. So they're even better than we thought. We got to do that with this one. Yeah, that's even better. I don't know how this is going to work or if it even will, but I got a roll of just cheap clear tape. Oh, that's embarrassing. So I don't know how the plastic lens would handle different types of blasting media, grazing off of it and whatnot. But I thought, why don't we just try this? What if you got a giant roll of clear tape that you buy at the dollar store or whatever, and then you don't even have to be fancy, you just quickly stick it on. I just tore off that little sticker to see if there was plastic to peel off of here or not, and there isn't. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. But anyways, just stick some clear tape on here, and that's still bright as can be. And when it gets etched up, just rip it off and put a new one on. That way you don't actually damage the plastic lens that came in the light. Just because I'm weird, I have to do that. I have to, or I can't sleep, man. Let's fire up the blast cabinet. I'll show you what's wrong with this old gun. And then we'll install this shiny brand new one and see if it works better and see if we can blast faster with it. Ming Fang. Is that Irish? All we need is a Felipe screwdriver and it's out. I'm sorry I can't fit you in here with me, but you're not missing much, trust me. There we go. It's just a couple screws. They look strikingly similar. I don't know if this is the original to this Harbor Freight Sandblaster or not. Couldn't tell you. But this one feels a lot smoother. Oh, that's right! I was gonna show you how messed up this one is. Gosh darn it! Alright, I'll put it back in. I'll be quick. It's gonna be worth it. For YI, I'm just running this little Husky unit here. And she's sitting at 200 pounds in the tank. And then I'm pumping her through the gun at, what are we at, 90 or 100? About 100. Alright, your visibility is not the best because of the tear-off or protector that I chose not to replace for this. I'm going to test out the old gun on this mega rusty old brake shoe from our 56 Chevy. See, look at that. We can take this light down and we can move it wherever we want. We could put it right here. Oh yeah, that way we can get real tight in those nooks and crannies. Alright, here we go. As soon as I hook the air hose up to the sandblaster, or blast cabinet, sorry, whichever you prefer, air and media is going to start flowing through the gun. The gun does not shut the air off. When I pull the trigger and release the trigger, you can hear it is changing how much air is coming through the gun. But when you let go of the trigger, it doesn't shut off. So it's well, you'll see. We'll plug it in here. And we're at 100 psi. See, my finger isn't even on the trigger. So if I want to stop blasting in here and shut the gun down, the air just keeps going. I have to actually disconnect it from the actual cabinet. So that's the skinny on that. Now let's install our brand new piece here and see how she gets on. We'll swap that over to here and then make sure we use the same size tip in the new gun as in the old one. Or just put the old tip in the new gun. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. Holy Amos Moses. Ming Fang puts their fittings on tight. I had to put this thing in a vise to get this out. It's almost like they glued it. I recommend putting your thread tape on in a direction that when you screw your fitting into the gun, you don't just unravel it off of your fitting. Here's all the tips that came with the new gun. This is the one that was actually installed in it. And this is the one that was in our old gun. Do you think that that's really the size it is, or do you think that it's just all wallered out from years of service? I don't know, but let's just put this one in and just see what happens. Alright, now we got the full Monty. New lights, new blasting gun. Let's fire it up and see how she does. Oh yeah, look at that. So shiny. Oh man. Alright, I'm going to hook up the air hose now on the outside of the cabinet. And let's see if we don't have air coming through. Oh, that is awesome. Finally, I can just blast and then let go and the air stops. I don't have to unhook my hose from outside of the cabinet so that my tank doesn't drain. Alright, let's do a little trigger squeeze-a-reenie. Ooh, daddy like. I need a little bit of extra light to get into that nook and cranny, so I'll put my magnetic light there. Alright, now let's see how it performs. Oh my goodness! Oh, look at that! That is way better. Feel like a brand new man, like that old Brooks and Dunn song. I do hear air leaking though. Oh, I guess now that we have, better working pressure, we've got old hose that's leaking. Looks like it's been doing it for a while. But that does not matter. What matters is the results. We did this in probably a quarter of the time that we screwed around going all over in this area. And that's better too, it got deeper. We're gonna get a lot more work done, a lot faster now with this cabinet. Our blast speeds have increased even more from the video that's up on your screen now that you should watch next. And put in the comments what other mods you want to see on this used Harbor Freight Sandblaster. I'll do your mod suggestions if they're under $4.